Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I've got something for your motorcycle, maybe your truck. I'm going to show you what it is right after this. I'm not there right now. Welcome back. So today I've got something, I've got my phone out so I can read the full directions. This full disclosure, this was given to me by a company to do a review on. I'm not getting paid for it. They did give it to me for free, but I'm not under any obligation to say it's good, say it's bad, or whatever. But we're going to go ahead and do a little video on it. This is by a company called EAFC. This is a tire inflator. Here's what on Amazon. Here's what it says. It says tire inflator portable air compressor EAFC 150 psi portable air pump for car tires with 45,000 mega amp battery. Faster inflation electric air pump with digital pressure gauge for car, bike, motorcycle, and balls. So we're going to go ahead and open this up and see what she looks like. Okay guys, so I'm going to go ahead and open this box. Car air pump is what it says. I'm going to test it on the motorcycle first because I think that's the best case use for this. But it could very well do a bike. So here's the pump. It comes with, let me see. Here's the pump, just a little bit of, there's a sticker on the front. It is so hot. Okay. And there are just loads of stuff. Here's a, let's see, this is a air pump. It looks like this is going to fit right inside there. Screw that on. Okay. Then we've got a USB-A to USB-C charger. We have a cigarette lighter charger. Looks like this goes in the bottom, so you can plug this in. Probably if this dies, you can plug this in and still use it out of your car. That's pretty nice. It's got a couple things here for like a raft, an inflatable mattress or something, an extra fuse. Must be a fuse in here somewhere. And a one for a ball, little needle, and a bit up here, a little bag to put it in. This little satchel to put it in. That's pretty cool. So here's my thoughts on this. My thought is, if you're an avid motorcycle rider, and you going to go out on a ride, you know, and if you're like me, you don't check your air tire pressure very often, but you know you should. But then when you do check it, then you go, well, dang, now I got to get out an air compressor and all this other crap. So it's a pain in the butt, right? So we're going to go ahead and check this. I've lowered the pressure gauge, the pressure of the tire rather. I'm going to take, and I've got that down to about 5 psi. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and turn this baby on. She's coming on. Okay. And it does have some cool things on it too. It has a light, and you can do power out. So you can actually power your phone up and stuff by this, which is pretty neat. And then it has a couple functions on here. It has like car. There has a motorcycle. Car. Let me see. Car. I don't know what the ball. A bicycle. A motorcycle, and a car. So we're going to go ahead and put it on motorcycle. Okay, and it says 32, but on my bike it's recommended as up closer to like 41. So put it at 41. I'm going to go ahead and screw this thing on right here. Okay, we're at 5 psi, maybe 7 almost. Okay, now I've got this on the motorcycle. It says 5.5. Go ahead and 41, and I hit start. And she's going to take it up 7, 7.5. So it's going pretty fast, I have to say. And the nice thing is you can just set this thing down and go do something. And it's going to stop when it hits your recommended tire pressure. So that's pretty cool. 13 and a half right now. It's going. And it's kind of thick. It is kind of thick. I mean, I'm not saying it's not thick, but that's okay, right? I mean, it's a battery. Mostly a battery, and it's got an air compressor built into it. So we're about halfway there almost. And I do believe it will do a truck tire. We're going to try it out, but I think with the motorcycle tire, it's just going to be a lot faster. But as of right now, there is not any heat on this at all. There's air coming out of it, so it's sucking air in through the front, pushing out through the back. But it's going pretty good so far. And I gotta say, I really like the fact that it has the cable where you can plug it into your car if your battery dies. That's pretty cool. This thing retails, I think it's $48 and change, so just under $50 on Amazon. I will leave the link to it below. Should be putting a picture of it here online on Amazon, but there will be links on this. Almost 38, we're close. A little bit of heat in the hose, but this unit itself is not warm at all. So we're at 40, so when this thing hits 41, it should be shutting off. Perfect. Shut off at 41. So now we can go ahead and take that off. Let's try it, see what it shows up on our gauge. So my gauge is perfectly right at 40, maybe a hair over, but this thing only goes by 2, so I would say that's pretty damn good. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and put that back on. We're going to go ahead and put that back on. We're going to head over to my truck and we're going to try my truck out right after this. Okay guys, so here's some big 35 by 1250 tires. So right now my pressure is reading right about 32. No, sorry, 34. I don't know why my tires are so low. Usually I keep them up around 37, 36, 38, somewhere in there. Especially if I got a load on there. But we're going to go ahead and take her down a little bit. Truck's been sitting for a couple days. It's been sitting for a couple days, so air pressure is kind of low. Let me take her down to 30. I mean, a real test would be to take it way down and see if it'll take it up, but that's kind of a long test, so I'm sure it will. We're going to go ahead and put this on here. We're going to take this, we're going to see, I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. It's coming on right now. I don't know if you can see it out here in the sun, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on a car. There's a car. I'm going to take the pressure up to 36. Start. It's saying 29 and a half. I said it was 30, so it's pretty close. And it's already there. So like, this is super handy for a car. You can leave it in your vehicle, and if it doesn't charge, I mean, if it loses charge, you're fine. Let me go get that other charger. So this is actually pretty awesome, because what you can do is if it's not charged or you're losing charge, it may be a little bit harder on a big ass truck like this, but you can still charge it inside the vehicle, or you can plug this in. I just stopped it by doing that. You see, when I did that, it shut off. So alright, so you can plug it in and take this and put it in your cigarette lighter, and you've still got power going to this. And you can also charge it that way too, so you don't have to, necessarily even take this whole thing apart. You can charge it that way, or you can charge it with the USB-A to USB-C cable, and I think that's pretty fantastic, if you ask me. I mean, They gave you this little bag, but the box ain't so bad itself, to be honest. So I'd almost keep it in the box, but either way, depends. If you don't have room for a big box like that, you can just keep it there. Put everything in a bag. Well, I guess the bag ain't bad. Put that in the bag. Put this in the bag. You got your little things here. You got your little needle, filling up like a football or basketball, soccer ball, or whatever. You got your other one for filling up rafts, and this one's for filling up, I guess, a raft too. Put that in there. You always got it with you. So if you're out at the park and take your ball, you're going to play basketball or something, and the ball takes a crap, you know, no big deal. You can pump it right back up. Hell, you could be a hero and pump everybody's balls open. That sounded funny, but you know what I meant. So, seems to be working pretty good. We're at 31.5. Again, this isn't going to compare to a large air compressor. That's not what we're trying. We're not going, oh, this is going to be, I've got an air compressor in my truck that'll charge this thing up in no time, flat. I did it at 32. Hold on, what did I have it set at? Back to 32. So, it'll do it in no time flat, like under a minute, from like 10 psi. That's different. This is get you out of a jam. This is for 50 bucks. This isn't bad. If you've ever driven around, and I have, I was doing an off-road thing a couple years ago. There's a video of Jeeping with Judd, and if you look for it, like 2 years ago, you'll see it. 2 or 3 years ago, we were driving around trying to find a place to air up our tires after we bagged them down. The air compressor, the cheap air compressor I had before this one, it just didn't work, and we couldn't find anybody that was open. Finally found, because they're all taking digital money, you know, the electronic ones. Found an old school one, but it only took quarters. So then I had to go in and get a bunch of change, and even the gas station didn't want to give me quarters. They're using their own air compressor. So what a big pain in the butt. If I had something like this, it would get me where I need to go. Might take a little bit longer than a big air compressor, but boy, it's helpful in a pinch, and you really can't beat it. Again, this thing is a little. When I say warmth, it went up like 2 degrees. It's not warm at all, and it's steadily going up. Now it is going to take longer with a big tire as it gets more pressure in the tire, because it's pushing pressure back, and it's a little tiny air compressor. So there's only so much, you know, it can do in a hurry, but it is getting there, and it got there. So we are good now. We are good to go, and that's pretty much it. Now this thing's pretty nice. You can take this cable off so you don't screw that up. Just take it off, put this in the bag, and the end of that's a little warm. Ooh, that's hot. But that's where the air's going through. It's forcing air through, so it's going to be hot. Now the other cool thing is it does have a light. So you have a light. So if you're out here, there's a flashing light. Can you guys see that? Let me see. See if you can get in there and see that. There's a flashing light, regular light, and you get in there. So you can use it to see. You could do the flashing light, and if you broke down, say you broke down, you got a flashing light, you can just take it right here and stick that right towards, at night obviously, stick it towards traffic coming, and a little flashing light is better than no thing telling anybody that you're there. So this is pretty nice. I'm actually just going to leave this in my truck and use it, and be pretty happy that they sent me this. So that's it, guys. I hope this video helps. I hope you enjoy it. I say this is a win. This is an absolute win for me. Maybe not a win getting it in this bag at the moment. Take this all back out. But this is a win. I mean, yes, I didn't pay for it, so that was pretty nice, but this is working pretty good. That said, I do have another one that I keep on my motorcycle that's a different brand, and it does not have the ability to plug it into a cigarette lighter. It's only USB-C, and it's not as big as this. So I think this is a win, guys, and I really appreciate it. And check them out online. All the links are going to be down in the description. Just check them out. Really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for everything. Please hit like and subscribe, and as always, guys, peace out.